In our previous class, we have discussed the concepts of break and continue statement. There we have seen that whenever a break gets executed, the flow of the program execution will be shifted to the end of the loop. Whereas after executing the continue statement, the flow of the program execution will be shifted just to the end of the loop. Means the next loop iteration will get continued. So that we have clearly understood in our previous class. Now, my question is, what if I want the flow of my program execution to anywhere else in the function, means main function? So is it possible? Is it possible for the flow of the program execution to be shifted to anywhere else in your function? Yes, it is possible. It is possible by the use of goto statement. So let's get started with the understanding of goto statement by using an example. So this is the example that I have taken to understand the concept of goto statement. So let's understand this example. So here I have a variable. I've taken a variable I and the value is initialized to 1, and after that I am using this identifier. So this is the goto identifier. So just keep it aside. So we will understand about this identifier later on in this program. Now I am printing the value of I. So %d, I am printing the value of I, and after that I am incrementing the value of I. Now in this if statement, if the value of I is less than or equal to 5, is it true? Yes, the value of I is 1. 1 is less than or equal to 5. Then we are going to enter into this if statement, and in this if statement we are having this goto keyword. Now it is used along with the identifier, means whenever the goto statement gets executed with the identifier, the sequence of the program execution, so the way in which the program is getting executed, now from this statement it will be shifted to this identifier. So what is this identifier? Start loop. Where the start loop identifier is used within this program. Have we used it? Yes, we used it here. See here. Now the program execution. So usually what happens, if you don't use this goto statement, the next statement will get executed. But by the use of goto statement, we can shift the sequence of the program execution to anywhere else in the function. So within this function, it may be main function or user defined functions, which we haven't discussed it so far, which we are going to discuss in our later coming classes. So all you need to understand is the use of goto and its corresponding identifiers has to be done within that function. Okay, so now whenever this goto function gets executed, the execution of the program will be shifted to this point. Now again this one will get executed. Now can you understand what is the logic behind this program? So in the first iteration, the value I has been printed, 1 has been printed. Again the program execution is shifting to this point, means again this one will get executed and the value of I has been incremented previously. So the new value of I, so initially it is 1, now it has been shifted to 2, right? So make a note of it. So now we are going to print the value 2. And again the value of I will get incremented, it has been incremented to 3. And now we are going to check, is the value of I, which is 3, less than or equal to 5? Yes, 3 is less than or equal to 5. Again go to start loop. So this is an alternative for loops, right? So this is one of the very important interview question where the interviewer may ask you, what is the other alternative? So I want to create the effect of loop without the use of any of the loop statements like for, while or do while. So can we do that? Yes, we can do that by using this goto statement. So this is one of the very important interview questions. So make a note of it. Okay, so now again this loop will get iterated. So 3 will get printed and after that 4 will get printed. Equal to 5 means 5 will also get printed. And after this one is going to fail and we are not going to execute this goto statement. So the last statement, loop finished, will get executed. So this one will be printed. So this is how the goto statement can be used. But if it is not properly used, there are some disadvantages with this goto statement also. While using the goto statement, you should be very cautious. you should check the code once or twice until you get that complete clarity. There are no flaws or not. So that has to be decided. So to understand what are those flaws, so I have used this example, and before going into that example, so this is a backward jump. Means the goto is moving to the backboard, to the back. This is a backward jump, right? So coming to this example, so this example, what is this example is going to do is, what is the job done by this program is, if your age is less than 18, you are not going to get access to certain files. If your age is greater than 18, you will get the access. Now here age is a variable, int age is equal to 15, it is already initialized. If age is less than 18, if the age is less than 18, go to access denied. Access denied is the identifier. You can use any, it is just as a variable name. So you can use any names. So this is the identifier, means whenever this goto gets executed, shift to this identifier. Wherever the identifier along with this colon, it has to be, the identifier usage has to be done along with this colon. So make a note of it. So whenever go to access denied gets executed, so shift your program execution to this part and execute this printf statement, sorry, no access, because your age is less than 18. Okay. Now my question is, what if the age is greater than 18? So let's assume that the age is 19. Now what happens? So this if statement is going to be false. Now this printf statement will get executed. So printf access secret files. Now after that, this printf statement which is related to the sorry no access will also get printed. Means after this printf statement, this access denied is just an identifier, so the compiler is going to leave it, and after that this printf statement will also get executed. So that is the flaw that I want to make you understand while using the goto statements. So you should be very careful. Okay. So generally we never use the concept of goto statement while writing programs, but if you use it very carefully. Okay, check once and twice in your code the use of this goto statement. So that's it for this video. See you in the next class.